What is the slope of this graph? It's always whatever is right next to the x, so obviously it's D. All right, let's see, this one is a table. Oh Lord, okay, so I think it just wants the rate of change of the average height in feet of the trees. So you had to find the change in y over the change in x. Looks like it's increasing by 14 over 2, so it should be 7. All right, which graph best represents this? So we would have to get this in y equals mx plus b. If I divide everything by -5, then that means my y-intercept would be at -3 and my slope would be positive. So let me find that one. It would be C. All right. Okay, y'all can do that one. Just solve for n. All right, let's see. The water level of a river is measured each day in a 2-week period. Let's see, which statement best describes the y-intercept of the graph? So it looks like 16, that's where it starts. So the initial water level is 16. All right, this one is obviously a positive slope, so we just have to find the rise over run. Looks like it's going up by 200 over a half. So I think so. It's going up 200 over, no, 400 at 1, and then it goes up another 400, so it looks like it's 400, so C. Let's see, paper airplane was thrown. How many seconds did it take the airplane to reach the ground? So you'll have to graph that. Your x-intercept will be at 60, it's very hard to see, and then you would go down 1.5 and over. Thank you. All right, and so basically it wants to know the x-intercept of this. There's a much easier way to do this, honestly. You just plug in 0 for y, and you would get -1.5x plus 60, like this. See you later. All right, and then you would solve for x. So if you're looking for a shortcut to do that, and you can like barely see the graph because I didn't realize it was this small, plug in a 0 for the y, and then solve for x, and that should give you your answer. Remember, vertical lines are undefined, and that is x equals 6, and the slope is undefined, so J. This one y'all can do. I mean, you can solve for x by now. Okay, so this one was tricky. So on your star, they will give you point slope form, and so I'll type it in the chat, but it's y minus y1 equals mx minus x2, and what you would have to do is the perpendicular line, that means you would flip the fraction and then change the sign. So I know it's going to be -5/2, so it's one of these two. And then once you plug in the points for x and y, it should give you one of these equations. And I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but you would plug in the 2 and the -2 for x1 and y1. Oh, that's supposed to say x1. Anyways, okay, so the graph of this linear function, basically what you have to do is put this in y equals mx plus b form for all of these, or you could graph all of these and see which one matches. A slope of the line that passes through here. Remember that slope formula is, let me just pull out my notebook real quick, because I can't draw on this, and that's driving me crazy. That's my geometry class. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, so you would use that formula to find your slope for this. This would be your x1, y1, x2, y2. And for this one, if it has an x-intercept of -5, I hope y'all got this one. Just look for where it crosses. Here's one, x-intercept at -5, y-intercept at +3. It's obviously G. So hopefully that Desmos wasn't too bad. I'm going to stop the recording.